Hello, my friends, and welcome to Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. So, this game and its sequel happened to be in my top 10 favorite games ever, and maybe top 5 RPG games of all time. Definitely my favorite Star Wars games. I feel like none of them can really hold a candle to KOTOR 1 and 2. Maybe Jedi Academy, but it's kind of a different style of game. So, anyways, yes, I have been wanting to play this game on the channel for a few years now, and after we played Starwind, I really got the urge to play these games again because they are just super nostalgic, super fun. I've beaten them quite a few times, so this obviously isn't a blind run, but I still think it will be a ton of fun, especially if you've never seen these games before or if you're like me and you're very nostalgic for them. Let's just jump in here. I have installed a ton of mods, so the game will be different than normal. Now, the problem is I installed these mods about a year ago when I was originally planning on starting this series. So I don't know all of the mods I have installed. I honestly don't remember. So that will be fun. You know, maybe I will recognize them when we run into them, but I think I have some texture mods. I have some mods that make classes different or something. I don't know. It's been a while. Let's just start up. So first things first, we get to select our character here. And this is always interesting because the whole point of the game, right, is you become a Jedi or a Sith Force user, but you don't start out as one in both games, I believe. So we can choose the Scoundrel, the Scout, and the Soldier. And these change your starting proficiencies and the skills you have. If you are familiar with Dungeons and Dragons, this is Dungeons and Dragons, the Star Wars edition. Like, they took 3rd edition, I think it's 3rd edition, D&D, and converted it into Star Wars. So there will be a lot of similar things if you're familiar with that sort of tabletop gameplay. We will do... I usually go Soldier because I'm boring, but I forget which one is like the skill monkey class. Maybe the Scout? I don't know. Let's go the Scout. We, of course, are going to customize our character, and we are going to go with this face because it's the coolest one. Attributes. I really want to lean into like force powers and whatnot, so we are going to dump a lot of points here into Wisdom. Because who doesn't love Force Lightning, right? Actually, we'll hit recommend and we'll see what it does here. No, we're not going to use blasters. I would like to have a lot of skills on our main character. We'll have a lightsaber, but I would like to stay back and like use force powers and stuff. It's the most fun way to play. We're gonna put a crap ton of points here into Wisdom. Because why not? This isn't a min-max build at all. You know, that's not really what we're going for here. We're just trying to have fun. Yeah, look how many freaking skill points we have. Nice. Computer use. Can I put some points into Persuade? Yeah, I'd rather have that. Okay, so this is where you'll see the first change in the game. I have a mod that lets the classes be a lot more flexible when you first start. So normally you start out with quite a few feats already selected and you can't ever unselect them depending on your class. This mod allows you to customize your character a lot more from the very beginning, which I'm all for. So let's see what we can do here. I know the font is small. There's not a lot I can do about that. I've looked into it and yeah, essentially there's not really any way for me to increase the font. Unfortunately, the UI is as big as it can get. This is just a very, very old game, so yeah, what do we want here? If we're going to lean into like force power stuff, there's not really a lot of feats for that. We do want to be able to wear armor, so we'll take a point into that. We could just take more skill stuff. I don't know. Extra health could be good, just to tank a little better. And we can put some points into like melee abilities. Yeah, I don't know though. Should I just go like full skill monkey here? I've never done that before. don't know if it'll be any good. Yeah, let's do it. Why not? And we'll take medium armor just in case we want to wear slightly heavier armor. Okay, so we'll just go with the name Garen Carr. Now, I'm interested to see here what happens when I hit play because, like I said, this is a very old game that does not run well on modern PCs. I'm hoping it will record the cutscenes, but it might not. I can't seem to Alt-Tab out of the game without like ruining my whole recording setup, so yeah, we'll see how this goes. Surely it works, right? That is very unfortunate. There are a lot of cool cutscenes. I'm okay with skipping that one because it's just the like intro crawl that you see in all Star Wars games, but yeah, that is extremely annoying. I don't know why it won't read or record cutscenes. The game seems to be working okay.
We've been ambushed by a Sith battle fleet. The Endar Spire is under attack. Hurry up, we don't have much time.
Who are you? The Endar Spire? Who are you?
I'm Trask Ulgo, ensign with the Republic fleet. I'm your bunkmate here on the Endar Spire. We work opposite shifts. I guess that's why you haven't seen me before. Now hurry up. We have to find Bastila. We have to make sure she makes it off the ship alive.
Forget it. I'm looking after my own skin. Who's Bastila? Yeah, so I had a lot of debate about this, whether we should go light side or dark side. I think I'm going to go dark side because it's a lot more fun, honestly, and I would think there's a better chance that most of you, if you have played this game, you've done light side but never the dark side, so, you know, let's be evil. It's always fun to be evil in games.
You swore an oath to protect Bastila when you signed up with this mission, just like everyone else in the crew. Now it's time to make good on that oath. I know she may not have an official rank in the fleet, but she's the one in charge of this mission, and it's our duty to protect her. I heard what everyone's saying about you. You've explored the farthest reaches of the galaxy. You visited planets I've never even heard of. People with your skills and abilities are hard to find. It's no wonder the Republic recruited you for this mission. But now's the time to prove yourself. I know you're a scout and not a soldier. The Bastila needs all troops at her side during this attack.
Oath or no oath, I'm heading to the escape pods.
Don't be stupid. You won't stand a chance against the Sith by yourself. We gotta stick together if we want to make it out of this alive. So hurry up and grab your gear. You need to suit up so we can get out of here.
Yeah, so this is the tutorial, obviously. It's going to have a bunch of pop-ups telling us how to play the game. I have played this game before, but it has been a very long time. I can't even use blaster pistols because I didn't take the ability to. That was kind of dumb, but it's fine. We just need to become a Jedi as fast as possible, and it'll be okay.
Okay, let's move out. We should stick together. You'll have more success with a party than on your own.
Okay. Sure.
Because of the attack, this room is in lockdown. But don't worry, I've got the override codes. You'll have to use me to unlock the door.
I'm kind of tempted to skip some of this dialogue because it is very tutorial-y, but, you know, we're not in a rush.
This is Carthel Nassi. The Sith are threatening to overrun our position. We can't hold out long against their firepower. All hands to the bridge.
That was Karth contacting us on our portable communicators. He's one of the Republic's best pilots. He's seen more combat than the rest of the Endar Spire's crew put together. If he says things are bad, you better believe it. We have to get to the bridge to help defend Bastila. There's a map of the Endar Spire and a copy of Karth's message in your electronic journal, just in case we get separated.
All right, let's move out. Oh man. I forgot how jank this game is. The movement controls, not exactly smooth. Still a really fun game though. It's kind of like Morrowind, you know?
Party for the Republic.
If you, oh man, we might die. I did not optimize my character very well, but it's fine. I think we're also, let me double check that. Yeah, we're on the max difficulty too, you know. Maximum pain here.
We have to get to the
This game's
bridge.
not very, like, difficult, honestly. Especially if you've beat it once or twice. It's really not a hard game at all. Now, with the stat build I gave my guy, we might struggle until we get some force powers, but I'm hoping after that, we should be pretty decent. Yeah, this game reminds me a lot of Morrowind when it comes to its jank. Like, moving around is... I don't know. It's hard to describe unless you have played it yourself. Then you know what I'm talking about. It is the least smooth game you've ever played in your entire life. Those sounds that the soldiers are making when they die, get used to hearing that for the rest of the series. They really, really like to reuse like audio like that, so yeah, we can throw a grenade, right? Kill them all. Nice. Yeah, they made one death sound for like certain enemies, so that's the only death sound you'll ever hear. A lot of people do like the second game more than the first. I like them both for different reasons. I enjoy the first game because it's very much a Star Wars story. It follows the usual tropes and whatnot, good versus evil. But Knights of the Old Republic 2 is the more...
This fight is too much for us. We better stay back. All we do is get in the way.
It's the more like morally gray take on Star Wars, which is refreshing, and they never really, I feel like, go back to that storytelling. It's always pretty much Sith versus Jedi. But I also haven't seen a lot of the new Star Wars media.
That was one of the Jedi accompanying Bastila. Damn, we could have used her help.
Yeah, we could have. So, I don't really know what the new Star Wars stuff is like. I kind of just got burned out on Star Wars media. I find myself coming back to KOTOR because to me it is still some of the best storytelling in all of the Star Wars canon universes and whatnot.
Bastila's not here on the bridge. They must have retreated to the escape pods. We better head that way too. The Sith want Bastila alive, but once she's off the ship, there's nothing stopping them from blasting the Endar Spire into galactic dust.
I think KOTOR isn't considered canon anymore. When Disney bought the rights to Star Wars, I think they decanonized all of the Old Republic stuff, but I could be wrong about that. I'm not actually sure.
There's something behind here. Damn, another Dark Jedi. I'll try to hold him off. You get to the escape pods. Go!
Don't have to tell me twice. And that was the last we ever saw of the worst character in the game. Basically, Leroy Jenkins, or Lieutenant Jenkins from Mass Effect. Same exact character.
This is Cartho Nassi on your personal communicator. I'm tracking your position through the Endar Spire's life support systems. Bastila's escape pod is away. You're the last surviving crew member on the Endar Spire. Now, I can't wait for you much longer. You have to get to the escape pods.
Yeah, I already seem to be having problems recording this, so that's kind of annoying. I ran into a lot of difficulties recording Fallout 1, but I figured since this game is slightly newer, we would not have so many problems. But yeah, I'm already having to reload to make sure cutscenes and stuff play out. Really irritating. It's not really a good fix for it either. Dang, dude, we cannot kill this guy. Come on, there you go. I guess Trask was carrying us pretty hard. And I did see that we leveled up. I'm kind of saving it for now, if I can.
Be careful. There's a whole squad of Sith troopers on the other side of that door. You need to find some way to thin their numbers.
Okay, we'll grab these parts and fix up the robot. Reactivate the droid, engage it in patrol mode, and activate its shields. Why not? Give me some XP. Okay, well, maybe we don't run in there. I think the droid will kill them all. Yeah. Dang, dude. You're not a very well-made character. Prototype Vibro Blade. Sure. We can switch that. I think it's better than ours.
You've made it just in time. There's only one active escape pod left. Come on, we can hide out on the planet below.
Who are you? How do I know I can trust you?
I'm a soldier with the Republic, like you. We're the last 2 crew members left in the Endar Spire. Bastila's escape pod's already gone, so there's no reason for us to stick around here and get shot by the Sith. Now, come on. There'll be time for questions later.
Okay, I'm going to save. I don't know what the quick save button is. Just because I know there's a cutscene playing and I want to see if I can get it to work for you guys. This is the last escape pod and your only hope of survival.
Good to see you up instead of thrashing about in your sleep. You must have been having one hell of a nightmare. I was wondering if you were ever gonna wake up. I'm Karth, one of the Republic soldiers from the Endar Spire. I was with you on the escape pod. Do you remember?
Okay, so it seems like I was able to get the cutscenes to kind of work there. They're a little bit delayed when they decide to actually show up in the recording, but it's pretty much the best I can do. I had a strange dream, like a vision or something. Right, I'm Garen Carr, by the way. How did we get here? Karth, the one on the communicator, I remember. Where am I? How did I get here? Who are you? Right, I'm Garen Carr.
We've been slipping in and out of consciousness for a couple of days now, so I imagine you're pretty confused about things. Try not to worry. We're safe. At least for the moment. We're in an abandoned apartment on the planet of Terrace. We were banged up pretty bad when our escape pod crashed, but luckily I wasn't seriously hurt. I was able to drag you away from our crash site and all the confusion, and I stumbled into this abandoned apartment. By the time the Sith arrived on the scene, we were long gone.
The Sith?
Terrace is under Sith control. Their fleet is orbiting the planet, they've declared martial law, and they've imposed a planet-wide quarantine. But I've been in worse spots. I saw on your service records that you understand a remarkable number of alien languages. That's pretty rare in a raw recruit. But it should come in handy while we're stranded on a foreign world. There is no way the Republic will be able to get anyone through the Sith blockade to help us. If we're gonna find Bastila and get off this planet, we can't rely on anybody but ourselves.
Okay, Bastila. She's the one from the Endar Spire, right? Why is it so important to find Bastila?
That smack to your head did more damage than I thought. Bastila's a Jedi. She was with the strike team that killed Darth Revan, Malak's Sith Master. Bastila's the key to the whole Republic war effort. The Sith must have found out that she was on the Endar Spire and set an ambush for us in this system. I believe Bastila was on one of the escape pods that crashed down here in Terrace. For the sake of the Republic war effort, we have to try and find her.
Okay, how can one person, even a Jedi, be so important? If she's a Jedi, she can probably look after herself. I'm not going to risk my life to try and save hers. Any idea where we should start looking? I'm not going to risk my life.
I don't think you understand the situation. Well, we can't hide on this planet forever. Eventually the Sith will find us, and trust me, you don't want that. Getting off this world isn't gonna be easy. We're probably gonna need Bastila's help. Not to mention that without her, the whole Republic war effort is doomed.
So what do you suggest we do?
Bastila's gonna need our help. Many of Darth Malak's followers can use the dark side of the Force, and the Sith have already killed more than their share of Jedi in this war. Nobody will be looking for a couple of common soldiers like us, and if we're careful, we can move about the planet without attracting notice, a luxury Bastila won't have. She's gonna have half the Sith fleet looking for her. They know how important she is to the war effort. The whole planet is under quarantine. No ships can land or take off. So if Bastila's gonna escape Terrace, she's gonna need our help, and we'll probably need hers.
So you've said like 3 times. Okay, what's in it for me?
You mean besides a chance to get off this planet before the Sith find you? Do you have any idea what the Sith do to prisoners of war?
If you want my help, you better make it worth my while.
Oh, I get it. Never mind that the Sith will destroy the Republic and ravage the galaxy. You're only in this for the credits. Don't worry, the Republic pays its mercenaries well. You help me find Bastila, and they'll make it more than worth your while, I'm sure. Plus, it might be your only chance to get off Terrace.
Okay.
Good. We're gonna need to work together if we're gonna survive. While you were out, I did some scouting around. There are reports of a couple of escape pods crashing down into the Undercity. It's probably a good place to start. But the Undercity's a dangerous place. We don't want to go there unprepared, and it won't do Bastila any good if we go and get ourselves killed.
Okay, let's go.
Good idea. We can use this abandoned apartment as a base. We can probably get some equipment and supplies here in the upper city. Just remember to keep a low profile. I've heard some grim stories about the Dark Jedi interrogation techniques. They say the Force can do terrible things to a mind. It can wipe away your memories and destroy your very identity. But I figure if we don't do anything stupid, we should be okay. I mean, after all, they're looking for Bastila, not a couple of grunts like us. All right, soldier, let's move out.
Sure. Okay, so I feel like I need to mess with the audio, but feel free to let me know if I need to improve it. Every time I start a new game, it is difficult to know where the sound should be. To me, it kind of sounded like the music was a little too loud and his voice was too quiet, so I'm going to adjust that. Now, this game does have some of the best music, I feel like, of any game ever, both Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2. It is so good. I pretty frequently still listen to the music to even help me fall asleep sometimes. Like, it's just so good. Okay, so we can keep talking to Karth. Why did you take my clothes off? A little strange. Yeah, don't expect this to look cool. Not too many of the armors in these games are cool looking, unfortunately. We can talk to Karth some more, but I'm good. Let's keep going. I would like to progress the plot a little bit.
Right, you alien scum. Everybody get up against the wall. This is a raid.
There was a patrol here just yesterday and they found nothing. Why do you Sith keep bothering us?
That's how we Sith deal with smart-mouthed aliens. Now the rest of you, get up against the wall before I lose my temper again. What's this? Humans hiding out with aliens? They're Republic fugitives! Attack!
I kind of forgot, but I am going to have to read the aliens dialogue because it's not actually voiced and the subtitles are so tiny, I doubt you guys can really see them. Wow, we just went down. That's not good. Poor Ixgili. He should never talk back to that Sith. Thankfully, you are here to step in and help us, human. This isn't the first time the Sith have come here to cause trouble for us, but hopefully it'll be the last. I'm glad I could help. Step aside unless you want to be next. Forgive me, human. I only wanted to thank you. I meant no harm. I will leave you in peace. Don't worry about the bodies. I will move them so it looks like they were killed elsewhere. That should throw the Sith off the track. Oh, what a nice guy. With any luck, they won't be bothering us again for a while. But I will be. Do you have anything good? Kind of. Dang, dude. We're getting rocked. Okay, well, guess we'll make our rounds here. Can I actually hit this?
Ready?
Can Karth lockpick it? Yeah, you can. Okay.
On it. It's open.
Sure.
I thought I had some points in security, but I guess not.
Who are you? What are you doing in here? You can't just come barging into someone's home.
I'm sorry, I was just investigating. I'm just looking for something to steal. Stay out of my way and you won't get hurt.
You're as bad as that pig Holden. I'll stay out of your way, but you're wasting your time. I don't have anything worth stealing.
Something else you guys might notice is, you know, if you know your game engines very well, this game, I'm pretty sure, is built on the Neverwinter Nights engine. So if you see any similarities, that would be it. Well, I don't see too many of your kind around here. Most of the residents in this rundown old apartment are illegal aliens. My name is Laram, by the way. Your name is irrelevant, and I will not tell you mine.
I know we're trying to keep a low profile, but this kind of attitude will draw attention we don't need.
Hey, I wasn't trying to pry or anything. I know people here like their privacy. It's just that I might be able to help you out. I know it's none of my business, but you look like someone who might need to purchase one of those new energy shields. They're the latest thing, you know, very high tech. What's so great about them? When you use one, it surrounds you with a radiant aura particle mesh that absorbs blaster bolts. Pretty handy in a fight. The shield even protects against lightsabers, or so I hear. The shields aren't perfect, of course. They can only absorb so much energy damage before they burn out. And ion blasters will take your basic dueling shield down pretty quick.
And I can tell you from experience that they aren't any good at all against a simple vibroblade. That's why the Republic has been training soldiers in hand-to-hand and melee combat.
Where did this technology come from? I've heard rumors of the Ichani using shields like this, but never saw anything like them around here. Not until the Sith came, where they discovered the technology, and where they discovered it is anybody's guess. The shields are too rare and too expensive to hand out to an entire army, but a shielded strike team can take out a whole battalion of soldiers armed with conventional blasters. It gave the Sith a huge edge in the early battles, but it wasn't long before the Republic was able to copy the technology and come up with energy shields of their own. Now, both sides are scrambling to come up with new weapons to slice right through, but until they do, you're going to see melee combat coming back to the forefront of this war. Okay? I've heard enough. You might be interested in knowing I have one for sale. It isn't cheap, but it could be the difference. You want to see what I have in stock? Yeah. Sure. I was kind of excited to play this game because I don't have to voice act everything, but I forgot about the freaking aliens, man. Yeah, we can also maybe sell him some random junk we've been picking up. Alright. Let's go rob some more people. Do I not have points in security? I swear I put some in there. Security. Oh yeah, our security 0. Well, I guess Karth will be our security man.
Yes?
He can help us break into rooms. Don't hurt me, just take what you want. I won't try and stop you. Oh, well, see, she gets it. I really considered playing, like being a good guy, but this is one of the only games where being evil is like actually rewarding. That's always one of my biggest complaints. Lots of games let you be evil, but if you are evil, you're punished for it. You don't get very good rewards. You miss out on quests. KOTOR doesn't do that to you, thankfully. Please don't hurt me. I have nothing of value. Look for yourself. So, you know, we gotta play the evil character just as a change of pace. Although we have been playing an evil character, or we're playing an evil character in Morrowind for a while. So I guess we're just keeping the tradition going. I've also wanted to play the Knights of the Old Republic games forever, because I feel like I enjoy playing these and then going into Mass Effect. Because, you know, they're all made by BioWare, or at least the first Knights of the Old Republic and the Mass Effect games. And they're kind of like a spiritual successor in my mind to the KOTOR games. So I would really love to play Mass Effect on the channel as well. The whole trilogy. Okay, you can quick save. Nice. Well, I guess let's just get exploring. Can we actually check this out over here? The salvage droids are busy scanning. Oh, okay. Didn't have enough time to read that. Something seems to be bothering Karth. Maybe you should speak to him and see if you can get him to open up. Speak.
Yes, what's on your mind?
I'd like to know more about you.
Me? Well, I've been a star pilot for the Republic for years. Seen more than my share of wars. I fought in the Mandalorian Wars before all this started. But with all that, I've never experienced anything like the slaughter these Sith animals can unleash. Not even the Mandalorians were that senseless. My homeworld was one of the first planets to fall to Malak's fleet. The Sith bombed it into submission, and there wasn't a damn thing our Republic forces could do to stop them.
You're talking like it's your fault, like you failed somehow. I'm sorry, Karth. That must be very painful. Calm down, I was just asking.
You're the one who wanted to know more about me. Well, this is it. This is what I am. I'm just a soldier. I go where the fleet admirals tell me to. I follow my orders and I do my duty. It's just... Doesn't seem right that doing that means I failed them. I didn't.
I had nothing to do with it. Stop venting.
I know that. I'm not angry at you. Don't think that. I must not be making much sense. You probably mean well with your questions. I'm just not accustomed to talking about my past very much. At all, actually. I'm more used to taking action, keeping my mind focused on the business at hand. So let's just do that. If you have more questions, ask them later.
Sure. I didn't want to talk to you. The game wanted me to talk to you. Equipment Emporium. Sure, why not?
Hello there. I haven't seen you in my shop before. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Kebler Yurt. Welcome to the Equipment Emporium. You looking to buy some supplies? My shop's the largest one in all of Upper Terrace. Best selection on the planet. Whatever you need, I've got. Well, mostly.
Mostly? What do you mean by that?
The Sith confiscated all my heavy weapons, and they impounded all my ships and swoop bikes. But I've still got a real nice selection, if you're interested.
Sure, what do you got?
Just so you know, the prices on the items are final. No bargaining here. This isn't a swap meet, okay? I only deal in top-notch stuff.
Do you, though? Do you? I feel like at some point we need to buy this, so I'm just going to buy it right now.
Welcome to the...
Okay, I have some questions for you.
Anything I can do to help a potential customer out. What do you want to know?
Do you know anything about those escape pods that crashed here?
I heard a couple of pods crash down in the Undercity. I bet the crash sites have already been stripped clean by the Sith, though. Unless the swoop gangs or Davik's men got there first.
Swoop gangs? What can you tell me about them?
I don't have anything good to say about those swoop gangs. Zooming around on their swoop bikes, terrorizing the lower city like a bunch of animals. Things weren't so bad when the hidden Becks were running the show. But ever since the rise of the Black Vulcar gang, the lower city has been nothing short of a war zone. The Sith haven't even bothered trying to maintain order down there. And I heard a rumor that Davik's own people are having problems with the Black Vulcars now.
Scandalous. What do you know about Davik?
Oh, Davik's a legitimate businessman, if you get my drift. Smuggling, slaving, extortion. They say he's a member of the Exchange, you know, the big intergalactic criminal organization.
I've heard of the Exchange. Bad organization to cross. But if anyone has blockade-breaking ships, however, it's them.
I have to pay him a protection fee every month, but it's reasonable. And I get most of my inventory through Davik and his suppliers. I'm just smart enough not to ask where it came from, you understand?
Sounds like he's nothing but a mobster. Is Davik working with the Sith? Sounds like he's a mobster.
Careful where you say that. Davik's got spies and agents everywhere. Besides, he's as much a part of Terrace as the skyscrapers or the swoop gangs.
Are you sure that droid behind us just moonwalked? Is he working with the Sith?
Davik hates the Sith as much as anybody. The quarantine has put a real dent in his operations, too. But he's keeping a low profile as long as the occupation lasts. Davik stays out of the way, and the Sith don't bother him. The swoop gangs could learn a thing or two from this tidy little arrangement, instead of always going after each other.
Okay, how do you feel about the Sith?
It's not smart to say bad things about the people in power, if you get my meaning. I just wish the Sith would ease up on the quarantine. They're killing my business. I can't say I like having them here in Upper City, but it could be worse, and we're still a lot better off than the Lower City, what with those swoop gangs and all.
Okay.
Good day to you then. Remember to come back to my shop if you ever need any supplies.
I'll think about it, but probably not. Yeah, so this is going to be, I feel like I should say this because I always have to. This is going to be a very slow and deliberate playthrough of this game. I'm not in a rush to beat it. I'm not in a rush to just skip dialogue and stuff. You know, we're going to take it in over time, slowly. This has the potential to be a very long-running series, but that's okay with me. I love these games. Just feel like I should say that before the comments come that I am slow and didn't really do anything in this video. Part of that is because of the tutorial, but also, what's the rush?
Don't you just love watching the Pazaak players? All that strategy, all those credits. It's enough to make a girl get all flushed.
Okay. This chick really likes people who play card games.
What do you want? Have you come here just to bother me, or do you wish to test yourself against the best Pazaak player on Taris?
Who are you?
My name is Niklos. I'm the unofficial champion of the Pazaak circuit here on Taris. If you don't mind losing your wager, we could play a few hands.
I don't have a deck.
You don't even have your own deck? Then why are you bothering me? You can't play Pazaak without your own deck. If you're serious about Pazaak, go speak to old Garok on the other side of the tavern. His gambling days are over, and he's looking to sell his deck.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so Pazaak is kind of like blackjack, if I recall correctly. You can make a lot of money in the KOTOR games, and I think there's like tournaments and stuff. So we're going to do that because it's always fun.
Hello there, youngster. You interested in buying the Pazaak deck of an old man looking to get out of the gambling game? Just 50 credits and I'll sell you all my cards. I'll even throw in a free lesson to boot. It's a great deal, if you can afford it.
Yeah, I'll buy it.
Glad to see you're interested in the grand old game. The rules are pretty simple. Here, I'll load them up into your data pad so you can check them out anytime you want. Good luck. I hope the game's as good to you as it was to me. Now, is there anything else I can do for you?
Let's like do it, but with an actual person here. I think you just have to, you don't want to go over 20. Okay, so it's like blackjack, but you don't want to go over 20, and you have like a side deck to add and
I'm going to enjoy relieving you of
points.
your credits almost as much as I'm going to enjoy humiliating you.
I think the computer cheats in these games, so, you know, we don't have the best deck right now, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Yeah, okay, so we have a 3, and, you know, we don't really want to use any of our cards yet, so we'll wait. He gets a 7. Yeah, it's not too complicated. I recalled correctly. So we're at 10 right now. He's at 11. We're at 14. I think we can take another hit. He's at 20, of course he is. And we're at 21, so we just lost. Yeah. And that, I think that's pretty much it. You know, obviously you have your cards down here. And I think you have to win 3 times in a row in order for it to count as an actual victory. So we'll use our 5 here. And then we'll hit 20, and we should be able to beat him. Okay, so if we use the +4 here, we should win unless he also gets a 20. Yep, we just won. Okay, cool.
You were lucky to win the last match, but luck is no substitute for skill in Pazaak. If you are foolish enough to play me again, I won't repeat the mistake of underestimating you.
So you can play quite a few games against him, but I think if you win, he eventually stops playing against you. It's a good way to earn a lot of extra money, especially early on.
Hi there. I haven't seen you around before. Of course, they don't give us Sith officers from the military base much time off.
So if you listen to her voice, you might actually recognize it. This is the same voice actress who plays Azula from Avatar. You're from the military base? You don't look like one of the Sith.
I'm off duty right now, so I'm not in uniform. My name is Sana, junior officer, first class with the Sith Occupation Force.
Nice to meet you.
I'm actually a little surprised you're talking to me at all. Most of the people here on Taris can't stand us Sith. It can make this job pretty lonely.
You're just doing your job, right? I don't hold that against you.
That's true, but people don't appreciate what we've done for them. We could have slapped a curfew on this whole planet, but we didn't. You know, it's like everyone on this backwater planet is in a permanent bad mood. Don't they know we have to make the best of things?
You've got a pretty positive attitude.
Exactly, it's all about attitude. I didn't ask to be assigned to this backwater planet, but I try to make the best of it. It's pretty easy to get depressed on an assignment like this, but we do what we can to keep our spirits up.
You need to blow off steam once in a while.
That's true. It's nice to meet someone who understands what I'm going through. It's good to talk about this stuff. It gets pretty lonely up at the military base. I have to get going soon. I've got a shift at the military base, but some of us junior Sith officers are having a party tonight to blow off some steam. I'd really like to see you again. Why don't you drop by the party? I'll show you where it is on your map.
All right, sounds good.
Don't be late. We're starting right after our shifts end. Most of us won't even be going back to the base to lock up our uniforms. I look forward to seeing you there.
All right, we already got a girlfriend.
Get away from me.
That's always nice.
No hard feelings, my good man, but I can't really talk with you right now. It's difficult enough to draw the interest of the ladies in this establishment as it is. Surely you understand what I'm talking about. I'd guess you've experienced many lonely evenings, something I'm hoping to avoid tonight.
Okay. I don't see anyone in here to talk to. Oh wait, she has a name.
Where did you get those clothes? A trash compactor in the lower city? And where are those drinks we ordered?
Order? I have no clue what you're talking about. Who are you and why are you bossing me around?
Be careful what you say. I get the feeling this spoiled brat could cause us more trouble than she's worth.
Why is the help here so incompetent? One word from Daddy and I could get you fired.
No need to get upset. I'll go get that drink. It's a wonder you don't constantly fall down with your nose held so high in the air.
How dare you speak to me like that? Daddy's going to hear about this.
The dialogue in these games is so good. I love it. Trying to make sure we're not missing anybody here. Okay, so over here.
I can't believe we couldn't get arena tickets for this match. Now we'll have to watch the duel on the view screen.
Who cares? It's Duncan and Gerlon fighting. It's not like we're gonna miss anything good.
Shh, they're about to start, so quit complaining and just watch the view screen.
Ladies and gentlemen, I draw your attention to the dueling ring. Here, two combatants will battle for your viewing and gambling enjoyment. Now, I hope all your bets are down because we're ready to roll. In this corner, I give you Gerlon Two Fingers. And over here, looking to climb the ranks yet again, is the ever-persistent Deadeye Duncan. And to nobody's great surprise, Deadeye is down again. Don't worry, folks. He's just unconscious. As usual, our medics will have him up and about in a bit. Well, that was quick, wasn't it? So I give you the winner, Gerlon Two Fingers.
Okay, so yeah, there are arena fights in this game. Another good way to make a lot of money very quickly. I don't know. Should we try one? Are we gonna get destroyed? You do have to fight alone, so Karth can't come down with us. But there are ways to kind of like abuse it, so you win despite how terrible we are. I don't know, I'm a little worried based off our stats right now. I'm sorry, human, the betting window's closed. No more fights right now. People are sick of seeing the same duelists all the time. It's bad for business. Unless... My name is Ajur. I organize all the duels here. We need a new face in the dueling game, human. Maybe you want to step up into the duel ring. It can be a highly profitable venture. Yeah, what's in it for me? I can arrange for you to fight in the duel ring. If you win, you get the standard contract, 10% of all wagers. And don't worry, nobody dies in the duel ring anymore. Death matches are illegal now. Most fighters in the duel ring use vibro blades or stun sticks because the ring's pretty small, but a few of the duelists use blasters. Use whichever you prefer.
Vibro blades and blasters, and nobody ever dies. How come I get the feeling you're trying to take us for a ride?
The duel ring has energy suppressor fields to make sure nobody dies. Weapons are limited so they hurt, but they don't kill. And we've got a medic droid in the case of some serious injuries. Are you interested? I'll do it, but I want more than 10%. Ha ha ha, you're joking, right? If I pay you more, then everybody wants more. No, you get the same as all the others, 10%. That's my final offer. It's like one of the only persuasion checks in the whole game that doesn't actually work. It's very hard to persuade Huts. Okay, I'll do it. Good, new blood for the ring, but you need a nickname like Ice or Deadeye or Twitch. Good nicknames make people bet more. What's a good name for you? You're an off-worlder. You're new here. People won't recognize you. I know. From now on, in the duel ring, you'll be the mysterious stranger. That's a terrible name. My name is Garen Carr. I think that sounds better. Yeah, sure. I like it. It is a perfect name for you. You've got no past, no history. It makes you seem like you have some big, dark secret. People like that. It makes them bet more.
This is for the best. We could use those credits from these duels, but using your real name is too risky. The Sith might have come across a crew manifest back on the Endar Spire.
You ready for a duel? You want to step into the ring right away? I'll set you up with Deadeye Duncan to start. I'll tell you the rules if you're ready. I'm ready. Yes, you fight and people bet I make money. It's all good. Only one rule. Nobody dies. Your opponent goes down, you don't finish them off. Death matches are illegal. You're new at this, so I'll start you off easy. Yeah, okay. I don't know why he had to repeat himself.
Ladies and gentlemen, draw your eyes to the center ring. We have a very special presentation in store for you. You've seen him lose night after night after night, but this time he's after fresh meat. In this corner I give you Deadeye Duncan! And in the other corner, a relative newcomer to the terrace dueling scene, emerging from the shadows with no history, no past, and no name, the mysterious stranger!
Okay, let's see if we can kill the weakest enemy in the entire game. It'll be pretty depressing if we can't. Let's save, though, just in case. Okay, yeah, he's somehow worse than us. That's good. Oh, wait, well, I spoke too soon. Better use a med pack.
It's over! The fight is over! The mysterious stranger has won! But really, are any of us surprised? Deadeye losing isn't news. You have to do better than that to impress us, stranger.
And how many credits do we get from this? I actually don't remember. Good fight, good fight. People like you, Mysterious Stranger. They bet a lot when you fight. It makes me happy and rich. I always pay my debts. You won, so you get paid 10% of the purse. That was the deal. Here's your credits. You come see me when you're ready to fight. Okay, so we get 100 credits for that one.
What do you want? Oh, let me guess. You beat me in the dueling ring, and now you're gonna rub it in my face. Well, I'm used to it. So pardon me if I ignore your gloating.
You sure have a bad attitude.
Gee, I wonder why. Couldn't have anything to do with being the worst duelist on Terrace, could it? Even a rookie like you got the better of me. Look, I admit it, you're better than me. Everyone's better than me. Blindfolded one-legged tack with a rusty knife could probably beat me, okay? Is that what you wanted to hear? You satisfied yet? Are you happy now that you've taken the last shred of dignity I have?
Yeah, I'm happy.
Slime rat.
But I am going to end the video there for today. Just a little introduction to KOTOR 1. Next time we will explore the rest of Terrace, obviously. This is kind of like the tutorial planet, and it, sets the stage for a lot of other parts of the game. But, it is necessary, and it is still a lot of fun. We'll grab some more companions along the way. I am super excited to play this game. Like I said, it is one of my absolute favorite RPGs ever made, and I hope you will come along for this journey, because it is going to be a very fun one. Anyways, if you've made it this far and enjoyed this content, consider liking and subscribing if you have not already, as it does help the channel immensely. Other than that though, thank you for watching, and peace out.